Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. It is December of 2023 and I am getting ready to go hiking. I'm going to go on a hike tomorrow morning. It's going to be pretty chilly out. The lows are going to be around the 20s or 30s. The highs are going to be the low 40s and the temperatures are actually going to drop as the day goes on. Pretty typical Nebraska weather. We are looking at winds around 20 to 30 miles an hour and it's going to be cold. So I've been doing a lot of hiking. I've been getting outdoors a lot this fall, this winter. And I haven't had to spend a lot of money on the clothing that I've been using for these hikes. Now, if you've got a Sam's Club membership or a Costco membership, you can really take advantage of those things and get some really good deals right now on some awesome outdoor clothing. Now, some of these items that I'm going to show you, they're currently available now and they've been available for several years. Costco and Sam's Club cycle these little bits of clothing and different items in and out over the course of the year. And nothing I'm going to show you in today's video costs more than $35. And so I think we'll go ahead and get started. So the coat that I'm wearing here is actually from Costco. It's the weatherproof brand. It is called the Ultra Tech Jacket. I wanted to make sure I get that correct. Now the cool thing about this coat is it's around $27.99 when it's brand new. And Costco actually drops the price on these jackets like right after the holidays. And then by January or February, they're usually clearancing these things out for about $15. Now I did pay $27.99 for it. And this is the second jacket that I purchased in this line over the last 3 years. Now the first one didn't wear out. In fact, it served me just fine. My dad currently has it. I've dropped about 50 pounds in the last 7 months, and so a lot of my clothing doesn't fit anymore. So I went from a 2XL to an XL, and honestly, I've got plenty of room in this thing. So I'm currently about 5'10", around 218, 220 pounds. And XL, extra large, and the Kirkland brand seems to fit me pretty good all across the board. So if you're a Costco member, you know what I'm talking about with the Kirkland brand, but Weatherproof is a company that makes this jacket. Now, some really nice features about it. It's wind resistant, it is water resistant, not waterproof, but it does a pretty good job being repellent. You got a removable hood, you got tons of pockets on it. There's one thing I don't like about this revised version, and this came out back in 2022. They got rid of the Napoleon pocket, so I don't have a place to put my cell phone up in the front. I have to put it in the sides or in an inside pocket. And I always seem to be reaching for my phone because when I'm walking the dog, that seems to be when everybody seems to call me or text me. So anyway, that's something you don't get in this new version of the coat. But otherwise, for $28, I can't complain. It holds up well. It washes up just fine in regular laundry. It's all nylon, polyester. In terms of actual warmth, there's 2 layers to it, sorta. So it does have this like fixed sewn in inside layer. So you can't take off the outside shell. It's just as it is how you see it. But you can leave the front layer unzipped to get a little more air in there. And then if you really want to go truly weatherproof, you just zip up this front layer and you're good to go. So with the t-shirt on, just tucked in underneath, I'm usually comfortable down to about 40 degrees. And everybody kind of has their own different temperature kind of perception and stuff. But once it gets down to about 20 or below, if it's windy out, I've got to wear a sweatshirt or a sweater underneath. But as long as I'm staying active and moving around, I just don't get cold. So it's a great coat. Let me just kind of show you all the way around what it looks like. I like that you get a little bit of a cut that goes below your waist. It kind of keeps your sides and your rear warm when you're out walking the dog. And works really well. The zipper pockets are nice. They are fleece lined, so they keep your hands warm. You do have an inside pocket, which is always cool, and you can take off the hood like I mentioned before. You've got adjustable sleeves on it, so you can tighten up around your gloves if you want to. And this thing has survived many walks. It gets daily use outside, just almost like 3 seasons worth of weather. The fall, the winter, the spring, you can usually use this in just about anything. And it has served me really well. Okay, now let me show you the second coat that I also purchased from Costco just the other day. All right, so when the temperatures go around 40 to 60 degrees, this is a much lighter jacket. It's just a single layer. This is the Costco Active Jacket or Active Tech Jacket. It does have the front pocket on it. Almost similar design to that Weatherproof brand coat that I showed you earlier. This one's a little bit different. It's got like this faux fur kind of lining around the back that goes around the back. It does have a nice fleece lining in the sleeve, so it does keep you nice and warm. But it is not quite as heavily insulated as that weatherproof jacket. And this is another coat that you can get. I think I paid $24.99 for this jacket. Comes in a variety of colors and sizes. If you go on the Costco website and type in Kirkland coat, it should pop up for sale. These also get marked down in the springtime or once you get past January, and you can usually pick them up pretty cheap. And there's more sizes available when you go online. Like you can only get small through 2XL in the store, and I think you can go up to upwards of 3 and 4XL when you buy from Costco online and have it shipped to you or shipped to the store. So this is one of those coats I like to wear for fall hikes and so on. It keeps me nice and cool, or nice and warm. And it does have some stretchy material, like that polyester shell material. So it does give a little bit, so it is going to help you if you're doing your hiking and moving around. Mobility is not a problem. All right, let's go and show you a few more items that I also purchased for camping and hiking in the fall and the winter. Okay, so for fall and winter time, I absolutely love the Carhartt Watch Beanie stocking caps. And while you can't get those at Costco or Sam's Club, at least you can in Nebraska, I have found a great deal with these Bula wool polyester blend beanie stocking caps. They're like a 30-40% wool, probably 40-50% like poly blend. So they're not super itchy, but they are nice and warm. Now, normally these are about $16.99 for a 2-pack, but I actually bought these on clearance in March or April, somewhere around there. It was like late spring, just kind of tucked in the back corner of my local Costco for $5. But it's $17 to get 2 wool blend stocking caps that are very warm. These are going to be excellent. And these suckers, I usually don't wear these unless it's going to be 30 degrees or below. And this is all Fahrenheit, by the way, temperature wise. And they work really, really well. Have not used them out in the rain, but if I put my hood up, these things do a great job of blocking the wind. They're nice and warm, keep your ears nice and toasty. And if you buy these in the springtime, when they go on sale around February or March, you can usually get them super cheap. And they currently have them right now. Now, this is last year's cap. I think they might have just a slightly different shade of gray that you can get. But essentially, the design is going to be about the same. So these are the Bula brand. It's B-U-L-A brand stocking caps, and they're a nice wool poly blend. All right, now in terms of gloves, Head, a company best known for tennis rackets and racquetball rackets, etc., they make winter gloves, and these are the Head Sensitech gloves. They're supposed to work with touchscreen phones, although I've never been able to actually get them to work. But these Sensitech gloves, when you get these at Costco, and they might even carry these at Sam's Club, they're about $17 a pair when they're brand new. You can get these for 3 different temperature grades. You can get a light temperature grade, which is basically just like a stretchy, almost neoprene layer. And then you can get the medium warmth level, which is what I have, which has a little bit of a poly pack in it, almost like a pillow coat pack in it, a little bit more thick padding in it. And these will keep you comfortable, usually to around 20 to 40 degrees, you're going to be okay. And they've got some nice little knobby grips on them so that you can have some better traction when you use them. And I use the heck out of these. I use these daily. I would say that they're weather resistant. I would not call these waterproof, but they do work well in the fall and the winter, and you can just brush the snow off of them when you're using them. And actually, you can tend to catch these in the springtime for about $12 a pair. They are relatively inexpensive. And like I said, when they're brand new, for $16, they're not bad. Now, if you go with the heavy insulated model, they're like a ski glove. They're very thick. They're very large. They've got the wrist part extends up further. They're just, a completely different build, but they're about the same price as the medium weight gloves too. So these are great for fall and winter time. Now, if we're talking below 20 degrees, sub-zero temperatures, you're definitely going to want to go heavier than this, but everybody kind of has their own kind of temperature tolerance for cold weather. But so far, these Head gloves have held up really well. And I've had these for 2 years, and while they've slightly changed the design, they essentially offer 3 different options and 3 different insulation levels. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys, so for fall hiking, my go-to pant has been the Orvis Tech Pants, and these run about $17.99 as of December of 2023. I'm going to show you a couple different pairs. These come in multiple colors. This is like an OD green. You can get them in khaki and gray, and I think also black. Now, the other 2 pairs I've worn quite a bit. I'm just going to kind of drape them across the camera here and talk about them a little bit. They're not insulated, but they are wind resistant, and they are water resistant. I wouldn't say that they're waterproof. Let's go ahead and take a pair off here, and we can just show you all the different pockets on them. These are, like I said, $17.99, and I don't know if you've ever gone to the Orvis website, but their tech pants are over $100, so it is a fantastic deal that you're going to get over Costco. Now, if you can get something similar to at Sam's Club to say, Eddie Bauer brand, you're probably going to get something very comparable, right? So first of all, they've got this nice elastic waistband that's really comfortable, and they have like a mesh lining on the pockets, which is nice and soft. You do have very deep pockets. I'm not going to put them on for you, but with these pockets, you're able to put your cell phones and your items deep in your pockets. Nothing falls out, especially if you're going to be moving around quite a bit, going through the woods and so on. You also have a little tech pocket on the side, a little zipper pocket you can open up to store more goods in it. They're not a cargo pant, but it is nice to have the extra pockets. So you do have 4 pockets, kind of like traditional jeans or pants. And then you also have a zipper at the top for this pair, and then just the standard pockets on the rear. So you've got about a total of 6 to 7 pockets going on with these tech pants, and they're very comfortable. These are 38-30, which is what I wear in jeans. They're a little bit like a tight fit jean, but like around the waist they fit me perfectly, but they're designed to not be baggy and not be floppy while you're wearing them. And these are absolutely awesome. So these are your Orvis Tech pants, $17.99. Like I said, I've got them in khaki and gray and OD green. I haven't broken in the OD greens yet. I've actually been saving them for the video. And I'm not a skinny jean kind of guy, but these are great for hiking. Like I said, they go through the brush, they go through the branches, they don't snag on anything. They hold up well and they wash up well. These have been worn several times, the gray ones and the khakis, and they really don't show a whole lot of wear. I've not gone camping in them, but through several hikes, they have held up really well. So for less than 20 bucks a pair, considering what Orvis gets for these on their website, I'm sure they're probably a little bit different. There's probably some different materials that they use, but they look nearly identical. And those are over 100 bucks a pair, right? So let's go ahead and show you a little more gear. Okay, so while those Orvis tech pants that I showed you are great for fall walking, winter time, I have Orvis insulated tech pants, and these have fleece lining in them. These are also a 38 by 32. Basically the same kind of pockets and the same kind of layout as the pants that I just showed you. You don't have that one pocket in the back, but you do have your standard pockets on the rear, like a pair of jeans or a pair of khakis. Then you also have your deep front pockets too. And they work really well. But you also have two zipper pockets on each side, which is really nice to stash all your gear. These are awesome, windproof, water resistant. They do wash up really well. I have not used them out in the rain or the snow, but they like I said, they do claim to be water resistant on the label. And at $28.99, you really can't go wrong. Again, considering what Orvis gets on their website for these things, I swear to God, Costco is just trying to get you to buy into a brand by offering this stuff dirt cheap, but you know what? I'll take it for this price. So for less than 30 bucks for a pair of stretchy tech pants that are going to keep me warm in the wintertime, man, you cannot go wrong. And I've worn these down to about 20 degrees and they are nice and warm. They work great. All right, now let me show you what one of the base layer options are that you also have. Now, I believe that I bought these at Sam's Club probably 4 or 5 years ago, and they are completely available. These are 32-degree heat base layer. They're a long, stretchy pant, essentially, that you wear as an underlayer, and I've worn these while running a snowblower. I've worn these with jeans. Anytime I needed something where I wish I had fleece lining and I didn't, I put on the 32-degree heat brand base layer, and I believe they sell these with different insulation levels. I don't remember what these were set to. These were some of the least expensive ones that they offered, and these had the least amount of insulation, but the 32-degree heat brand, you can buy these at both Costco and Sam's Club, and they're relatively inexpensive. I want to say they're probably $12.99, $13.99 a pair, maybe even for a 2-pack. I can't remember, but I know that they don't go over, say, $15 for a pair, and you can get them with different insulation levels. They're just a polyester blend, but they do breathe really, really well, and they do keep you nice and warm, so these make a great base layer option. All right, so one more thing to show you. And making an appearance after probably about a 6-month hiatus are these Skechers trail hiking shoes, all-terrain trail hiking shoes that I got at Sam's Club. And I think I paid, I want to say $35 for these, if not less. This is the second pair that I'm on right now, maybe third pair, but it's been like basically 2 years that I've been wearing these. About every 7 months or so, 6 months or so, I do cycle them out for another pair, mainly because the soles get worn heavily, but I wear these all the time when I walk the dog. Now, what I love about them is that they are water resistant, basically waterproof, and I've gotten water on the top of them walking through heavy wet grass, and my socks stay nice and dry. They've got nice aggressive cleats. These suckers grab on anything, so the crappier the surface you're walking on, the better these are going to work. They're going to wear down really quickly if you're just wearing them on concrete. And I'll put links to whatever videos I made reviews on this gear on. I'll put that at the end and you guys can watch it for more information if you want to. These are air-cooled memory foam, and these get basically daily use. I would say probably about just 1 mile of use per day, but I wear them every single day when I go out, walk the dog in the mornings and at night. In fact, he's even chewed on some of the shoelaces, unfortunately. And they hold up really well. Once they kind of get, start to get worn down heavily here, they start to get a little flat inside. About every 6 months I replace them. But they also go on clearance for $25 to $30 from time to time, so they are relatively inexpensive. And these are what, a 10.5, I believe, 11. And they are pretty much true to size. And with Skechers, you can get different widths, which is kind of nice. And so if you go on the Sam's Club website, you can get these in a variety of sizes, and I believe 2 to 3 different widths, so that they'll fit your feet a little bit better. But these hold up really well. Like the outsides of them are great. It's just the soles that have a tendency to wear out quick. But if you look at that aggressive cleat pattern, this is something that's best suited for soft trails, grass, etc. And I do have a tendency to walk on a lot of concrete, but then also some soft trails with the dog. So just overall, these are an excellent hiking shoe. I've actually worn these out in the snow prior winters. I've had them before too. And as long as the snow's not too deep and my ankles don't don't get wet. These work really, really well. Once it gets a little bit deeper, I tend to put regular boots on. And unfortunately, I don't have any boots to show you today that I bought from Costco or Sam's Club because I'm still using the old Ozark Trail boots that I bought from Walmart like 10 years ago. Waterproof boots. I put on some wool socks and that pretty much does it. So yeah, that's what we have for our cold weather gear. All right, let's go and bring it back for just a few final words. All right, guys, so that is my wrap up on cold weather gear. Now, I'm also going to put a link to a video that I did a couple years ago talking about different Carhartt coats and more heavy duty winter gear that you can purchase. And a lot of those brands you can still get today. And I'll put a link to that video at the end. But hopefully we can save you a little bit of money this fall and this winter on your apparel for the outdoors. Whether you go hiking or whether you go camping. If you don't have a Sam's Club membership or Costco membership, consider getting one because you can save many times, you know, on a lot of those items that I get. They're way cheaper than buying them online. And for the cost of the membership, just one of those items usually makes up for it. So anyway, just some suggestions for you, and I'll let you know how the hike goes. But anyway, guys, I would appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, mash that bell. Make sure you don't miss any new videos coming up. And while my video content has slowed down a little bit, mainly because it gets dark at 5 o'clock and I can't get to the range, we have a lot more videos coming your way, so make sure that you stay tuned, guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.